Hello, this is Father Louis Scurti with a live interview with Deacon Will Huertas, right? That's correctly
Very
pronounced.
good.
I've known the Deacon since before he was a deacon. I'm here at St. Cecilia's Church in Clearwater, Florida. And when I first met Deacon Will, I think you were the parish manager then
Before
too.
becoming a deacon, yes.
Right. And he asked if one day we could interview him or listen to his preaching. That never happened. I don't know why. It never happened. But so today you're going to hear Deacon Will, parish administrator of St. Cecilia's, Clearwater, Florida. And this is my home away from home, my southern parish. Thank you, Deacon. Thank you very
Thank you.
much for being
Thank you
here.
for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, let's share what the mission of St. Cecilia is all about.
Well, from my perspective as parish manager, and since 2019, when I was ordained in October as a deacon, it's always about bringing people to Christ, spreading the good news, bringing outreach, bringing the hospitality and welcoming spirit for the community and for people all over the world, from people from New Jersey,
Or even New Jersey and New York.
Exactly, this is Florida,
Yeah,
and we're only 5 minutes away from the beach,
right.
so destination church, so that's pretty much my mission is to high energy and bring that love here
Good,
in
good.
the community and at large too.
Behind us are two posters of an upcoming, when you see this, it may have already happened, but if you are seeing this and it hasn't happened, the 1920-21 mission that I will be presenting here with the team at St. Cecilia's, our parish mission, celebrating the centenary of the parish and celebrating the year of the Eucharist. So it's all going to be combined into
Hmm.
one, honoring Mary, Mother of God, my best friend. Okay, let's, as far as the audience goes, what is a parish administrator? How did you become? Go back before they had one here.
Oh my goodness, that's that would take some time to put it together, but in a
Poche
quick
Maboni, few but good words.
but in a real quick snapshot of answering the question, when I started, I was in the secular world in banking at that time, and then before I was in retail management, working for Walgreens for 18 years. So
Wow.
I had the management skills
Yeah, yeah.
to run the parish, but I had no clue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a whole different mission because we have to really be in tune with the spirit. We have to be in tune with the emotion that it's not my time, it's not what I think it should be, it's God's time and his mission. So
Mm,
that's really the light of what a parish manager or a parish administrator. He is at the beck and call of the people, God, the Spirit, the way, and it's not perfect, so you have to be prepared.
right. What was the ad, if there was one, that you responded to? Say, oh, I want to apply to become the parish administrator.
Yeah, in the diocese, they have, their employment opportunity link, and it was, basic parish manager, and they give you a little description of what they're looking for, and
Mm,
it goes from maintenance to managing ministry to payroll, HR, invoicing,
mm,
operating income and expense. So that's kind of the secular part that
yeah.
they.
I wish they taught that in the seminary
Amen.
as a course
Yes.
because guys get out of the seminary, including me, with no managerial skills except that which we had before we went into the seminary, what
Right.
job or whatever. That would be a great, I mean, bishops, wake up because your parishes are needing
Hmm.
people who know what to do. And if you can't teach it in the seminary, they're not going to learn it. They'll be maybe holy priests, they'll be able to celebrate the sacraments, but they won't be able to repair a roof or plug a pipe or anything or know who to call. So that's a very good description of what is needed in any seminary right across the world.
So, in segueing to your thought, when I became interested in the diaconate formation, which was actually about 10-year process,
Yeah.
and I started as a parish manager in 2012. So I'm going on to 12 years.
Right.
So when I also went into the diaconate formation, and that formed me, and
Yeah.
that built
Yeah.
that both divine and the earthly perspective of how to manage law and order, and how to be spiritual, compassionate, and merciful, and forgiving in all aspects of my position. So when I became a deacon, that just elevated me into a better place and a better person to be prepared for the unknown.
There's an aspect, right? There's an aspect of our theology that's called faith is built on nature. Okay, it goes
Mm,
back to Thomas, St. Thomas. And what you just described was that um, you had the nature, the natural elements of an organizer, an administrator, and your faith as a deacon and as a Catholic was built on top of that. So
mm.
here we have a full product
Yes, yes,
cooperating
yes.
faithfully and
And
faithfully.
I'll be honest with you. Before that, I was pretty good, but I probably screwed up a lot more than I wanted to, because I depended on my ego, my pride,
Oh,
my
yeah.
authority. But then once I transformed and I was kind of reborn into the divine nature, I gave it to God, to the Trinity, to Mother Mary to pray for me and to give me the light to move forward with whatever mission, operation, and
Mm,
everything. And it works.
yeah, absolutely.
It
And
works.
you have quite a staff here.
Yes.
And I wonder, two questions. I wonder if that's unique to St. Cecilia, or do all parishes
No,
in the
no.
diocese
St.
have?
Cecilia is so dynamic because it has a diversity of people, community, mission, strong Hispanic community. And then the history, we're going to celebrate 100
100
years.
years, I
When
know.
we were one of the first parish in Pinellas County, the first one in Clearwater that was Catholic.
Wow.
And this was predominant Protestant ground,
Was the
Protestant.
church original? The, that
Yes.
was you built it. I mean, St. Cecilia's built it.
1924.
And
Yeah,
when was the addition?
it's two wings, and we're happening to be in the middle. And this one was built in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's when Father Bob called me and said I'll be moving to Clearwater to St. Cecilia's Church as pastor, and invited me to assist here when I come down to Florida. He said it's a unique situation. He said you'll appreciate once you get here, because we stand in the middle and there's two wings. I had no idea what he was talking about
Yeah.
until I walked in, and it
Come to
works.
the mission, you'll see it.
Yeah, yeah. Come to the mission. What month is it? February 19, 20, 21.
Oh, that's right. This now might be timely.
It may
Yeah.
not, but come down anytime. Hey,
Yeah, come and visit anytime.
like you
Absolutely.
said, 5 minutes from the beach,
That's
right?
right. That's right. That's right. So,
Okay, give me some aspects of the liturgical life here.
mhm.
What goes on? What's your role in the liturgical life? And we're going to just make this cut off right in about a minute, and then
Okay.
we'll have a second interview. But go ahead.
Okay, so liturgically, as parish manager, I have the housekeeping order, of making sure we have enough wine, enough hose, make sure the electricity gets paid, and the grounds are capped, and so that the in the part of the music, liturgical music, and the word, make sure that the sound system works,
Mm.
and we have a dynamic a director of music that can help bring in that beautiful flavor of songs and psalms. So that would be the parish. The diaconate, well, I'm here to serve, and our call is to be there for the community, for the priest, for outreach minister, prison ministry, and of course we participate in the mass and any other liturgical celebration. So
When I was ordained deacon, and priests are ordained transitional deacons, which means it
mhm.
could be a year, 6 months, but a deacon is one step toward the ministry of priesthood, but it's one of the steps of ordination. I remember that my brochure had a picture of almost of this cross,
Mm-hmm.
which is a cross with a deacon stole
Mm-hmm.
cross in it, and the phrase on the cover was "Ministry of the Word
Mm-hmm.
and Sacrament."
Mm-hmm.
And you figure, well, anybody's, minister, word, and sacrament, but specifically deacons, preaching and Eucharist, assisting at the altar, which is
Mm-hmm.
really interesting because diakonia means to serve.
That's
So
right.
in the Greek, so you were, I know you said you pointed to the priest. You were ordained to serve the priest at the altar, and of course serve the community
That's right.
and preach.
That's right.
Now, when you were at my mass, I know you never preach, but that's the
And that
burden.
that's very appropriate.
Oh, you're good. Okay, with that, we'll pause this interview, section one. Thank you for joining us. This is Deacon Will Huertas from St. Cecilia's in Clearwater, and I am Father Lee Scurti, welcoming you to Friends of the Word. And stay tuned because there's lots more to come. God bless you.